the youth and the church. Sir, can you please share your wide view about this phrase, looking at it from the past, present, and the future, sir?
The youth and the church. There's this saying that church, the church of tomorrow belongs to the youth today. Okay, and to me, that already suggests the idea that right from the beginning of the church, and just like I mentioned, a few people, like particularly talking about Timothy, because when you talk about the New Testament, when the church began, these are people who the Lord used to evangelize, to bring Christianity to where it is today. So from the beginning of the church and the youth have been together. The church has a place for the youth, okay? And one thing is this, that any church that does not recognize the position of the youth, that church will definitely go in extinction, because the youth today definitely occupies the church tomorrow. There was a time people like us were there, and today we're where we are today. And the people who were occupying the position we have today, we are calling them the old people today. And so in a matter of a few years to come now, we too will move to that realm and other people are coming. So, but one thing I want to say about the youth and the church is that thank God for the church and thank God for the youth. Let me look at, for instance, in our own setting, okay, there was a time that youth were not really given enough opportunity, that youth were moving out of our church, okay, because probably the church was not that Pentecostal, okay, and there was a time that for you to be ordained or to be allowed to be in the ordained ministry, you must have been around 50 upward. But today now, when you look at the church today, we have young people. Look at our bishops, even archbishops that are still young, people within their 50, 60, okay? And we have bishops who are even from 40 upward. And so we see that the church give prominent position to the to youth. Okay, so the church recognizes the fact that youth must have their place in the church. And today, youth are doing so many fantastic things in the church. They are occupying big positions, not only in the ordained ministry. Some of them, they are workers in the church. Some of them in our own setting, we have some of them that are even church wardens, and they are everywhere doing great things. And so that's because the church really believe that they have a place. And without the youth, definitely the church will definitely go into a session. Today we hear about, I've never been to America, I've never been to London, but we heard the story of what is happening to the churches there. The churches are no longer, youth are no longer in the church, they are in clubs. But thank God for Nigeria, thank God for Africa that we still have our home. And we believe that the future is still bright by the grace of God, if we sustain the momentum and we continue to give our youth enough time and we recognize them more. And I know that the future of the church is great and is bright.